こちらがマリコ殿じゃ。そしてマリコ殿の父上、明智仁斎殿。わしの新たな家臣じゃ。仲良うしておやり。
Who the hell is the other person?
Probably old girl that we're just seeing now.
Ichiba.
Ochiba. We're gonna see how they were friends when they were little.
Fuck up. Oh my god, dude.
No, I thought he killed his own family. This is different.
Maybe we misunderstood the story.
Hey!
Spear training. So spear training is generally harder than the sword, apparently. Sunday Rundown said.
Bro, it'd suck to do all this training and be like, put me out on the front lines though. I'm trying to go hard.
そなたが文太郎殿に嫁げば、両家ともに申し分のない縁が結ばれよう。戸田家に何の値打ちもないことはご存知でござりましょう。父上はそなたを大事に思っておるのじゃ。では何故私を追い出されるのでございまする。
You want to make a woman look young? Give her bangs.
マリコ、
Dad's got the
我
box.
が最愛なる娘。常に従
They're
順な
different
子であったお前
pattern
にも
robe. So cool.
大義のために尽くす時が来た。使命は受け継がれるもの。それが全てなのじゃ。
Damn. That's so sad. Oh god.
This is episode 6, season 1 of Shogun, Ladies of the Willow World. We're the Normies. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Suraj.
Navi.
Kitty-san.
My name is Chris.
And that was very sad.
It was very sad. That's why our intro's very sad.
Did we just misunderstand last time then? Or
No, it hasn't happened yet. The
Okay.
dad is still
Yeah.
theirs because like when that happened, she was married. That's why she wasn't allowed to kill herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
right.
young. So we just
That's
seeing the
right.
child. So
That was just
happened
a
the
yet.
first
different
part.
thing
Yeah.
happening that involved a lot of heads getting cut off and some discrepancies, I imagine.
I think she was just
And
she was just
meeting
seeing.
Buntaro and like being promised to Buntaro. Little hamster, big adventure. You know, you know. Not a market substitute. Support the official release. Check out thenormies.com if you want to watch ahead on Shogun and the next show that we're watching after this, which is
Barry!
Woo woo woo!
It's happening!
it's gonna be very nice.
I'm excited.
Barry.
Earlier when she was fighting the spear thing and she smiled, did she look over her dad and smiled, or was she looking over Toga?
Toga.
Like
Toranaga.
Toranaga.
They're sitting next to each other. Probably her dad, I imagine.
Her dad. Either her dad or possibly Lady Ichiba.
And I
'Cause
think
they were-
Toranaga was like,
Because Ichiba was sitting on the other side.
I'm gonna start. I hope John Blackthorne calls him Toga at one point now.
Toga.
昨日の地震で安心はわしの命を救うてくれた。こたびで2度目じゃ。安心には神奈川近くに600
Oh,
Oh.
what? He getting a
Kanagawa.
thief?
関東水軍の大将に任じ、大砲隊の大将も兼ねてもらうことといたす。
Thief,
He has also made you his chief admiral and general of the cannon regiment.
But he just want to go home. He doesn't want this salary.
the
He just
deeper he
wants his
gets in, the
crew.
less he's going home, dog.
What happened to his crew?
Who? Oh, bro, they died that first episode. We've moved on. We're talking about old
家
shit.
となった者たちの命を無駄にはせぬぞ。えい
So say we all.
えい
Nice.
死者は数千。
1,000.
Perfect time to get attacked.
安心が大砲隊の采配を取るのでございますか。
我が軍勢は壊滅状態。いつ負け戦に引っ張り出されるか分からんという時に、お前という男は万人一人にいつまでもこだわりよって。
Right?
え
I love his acting. He's so good.
I love it.
He's so good.
He is literally the best.
He's like, everything is shamble. We're like, what are you thinking about?
From what did he have? Sacred nos. Timitimus, debitoribus nostris.
Oh, they're kind of praying together.
Two different religions
Same.
facing different ways.
Same, pretty much same religion.
Same but different.
I read the
Same.
book differently and I'm pissed.
It's
I
not the book, it's the practice.
拙者はもう殿のお役には立てません。
Are you just looking to die?
俺を忘れてしまい。ならば離縁せよ。ご容赦くださいませ。マリコの父が謀反を起こした後も、あれの命を助けてやれば、マリコは ありがたく思ってくれるだろう。
Jeez, really?
あの男に対しては違うのでございます。マリコは
Jealous.
わしの申し付けに従うておるだけじゃ。そなたには欠けた資質じゃな。よいか、これより7日の間、マリコに近
Where
づ
you
くこと
going?
まかりな
Quarantine, dude.
I feel like if you're not getting along with your wife and someone's like, you need to get away from her for 7 days, you're like, well, thank you.
You gonna break the 7-day rule and come and see them canoodling?
Crazy, bro. I'd on the other side of the mountain in that hot spring for 7 whole ass days.
Didn't say bye to her. Was just like, see ya.
If
A remote.
I were to remain in the Japans,
In the Japans.
I would formally ask again for the
And my
return of
crew.
my ship,
My crew as
自
well.
分の船を返していただきたい
so that I may sail against his enemies and mine,
Shut
the
up.
Portuguese.
そうすれば
You're not stupid, bro.
I could attack the Portuguese black ship at sea,
I mean, he does want to do
arming trade
this.
to the ports controlled by his Catholic rivals on the council, thus stifling the flow of Portuguese Catholic wealth and its accompanying power, which will ultimately be brandished against him.
It's a lot to translate. You got all that, Mariko?
He says that the Portuguese are a friendly nation and he would never attack their vessel.
Believe me, the Portuguese are neither here for the good of Japan nor Toranaka-sama. They are here to gain in the name of their god.
Sure, but
And
that's
what do you
not
do
a
here?
problem right
何
now.
を言い争うておるのじゃ。
What is this arguing? What is this fuck shit? You two have, I don't want to know we smashed energy.
I would politely ask you to tell him Portugal is friendly only to their profits.
利益のためだけであると信じておられまする
I mean, that would
Yeah.
track with everybody
know.
everywhere.
もう話すつもりはない。
It's a good offer. He doesn't like it because there's got to be a catch to it.
I mean, yeah, the catch is that, like,
They eventually will attack
wants-
you too,
Yeah.
or stifle you.
やらんことにいたす。代わりに、あれの頭が冷えるよう、一晩茶屋で遊ばせる膳立てを頼む。そこで一番上等の友情をこうてやれ。
私が掛け合いまする
安心の友もいたせ。
Oh.
通じ役じゃ。
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
安
my
心が
god.
枕を交わしながら話す折に入りようじゃろう。
What a weird thing to.
no, I think he knows
He's
exactly
cool.
what he's
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, he just basically said, "I know what you're doing. I know
Yeah.
what's actually going on."
Where's this fire at? We're back in Osaka?
Is this
Why is Osaka
Osaka?
on fire? Was it because of the earthquake?
Oh, not the birds!
人が大老衆を人質に取ったのでござる。
Oh no.
ご家族ともども城内に閉じ込められてござる。今よりすぐに出立いたしますぞ。さあここへ。
You don't know horse, it's time to go.
これお乗りくださる。
Oh my god. She's like about to give birth.
私ども
Messed
明日
up.
のことにしたなら殿のご中心は広松殿そなたにお任せいたしま
いや
す
しかし。
どうか言ってくださいはい
Go. You're the only one that can make it, I
But
guess.
she's got the lightning crutch. She's
Where
not
the-
getting on that horse.
Are they gonna hide and put this fire out? Wow! Let's go!
Yeah, there's no way you could have gone with them.
Bro, I'm not about to be the first dude to step up to get sliced by the man on the horse. I'm gonna take 2 steps back while he's rolling towards me. God damn.
瑠璃姫様お召し替えよすぐにお逃げくださりませお父上が都でお命を奪われましてございます
Man. Just whisked away in the night.
決して戻ってはなりませぬぞ
Damn. I feel like stuff just be happening and like they don't super even know what's going on. They just kind of gotta roll with it, you know?
God, to be killed by your best friend's dad.
我らはあの女人の囚われ人。
かような成り行きもあと少しの辛抱じゃ。5人目の退路が決まり、獅子頭様も人質を解放するはずじゃ。
我らはこれからもそんな我らが日の元を治めるとは。
Yep.
世も末じゃ。
Oh, but she's hearing it. She can turn him. Turn to the Toranaga side, baby.
石堂は所詮太后様お気に入りの小塩止まりの器小妻は聞いても大勢はせん
Oh.
手を組む相手を間違うておる
Oh. You really got inspiration from this, huh?
これは100年以上前から我が一族に伝わる品我らに男の子を産んでくれる
So
これよりそなたは女は生きておれば全てを失うやもしれぬじゃが全てを取り返すこともできよう
Yo, all right.
Let's see
Cool
it. I'm
backstory
here for
her.
it.
Yeah, like I want to see the outcome of this play.
I mean, they're just
they're giving both stories at the same time, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how it correlates to her, direction and where she's going.
They're just glorifying the birth that she gave, not like the how it actually happened.
そなたは能の名人じゃ伊藤殿。
何しろ芝居は拙者の何よりの楽しみでござりまするゆえ祭りごとの方はいかがかのお世継ぎの企み事についてはお聞き及びか虎長の挑発をこれ以上許してはならん臣も大老となり
What?
Oh.
Wow.
Bro said he just wanted to act.
太閤様のあの豪胆さが懐かしいこと。
太閤様の影の中で生きているようなもの。
虎長を殺さずじまいだったことじゃ。
何故かようなまでに虎長を憎むのでござる。
虎長を滅ぼすのじゃ。我らはそなたの影について語ることになろう。
Good way of not answering that question.
What does she hate him so
Giant
much?
Dick of an ego there.
Maybe Toranaga played into like the killing of her father.
Yeah.
So many people
some
hate
responsibility.
Toranaga at this point that I kind of feel like he might be the asshole.
I mean, he probably did do all that shit. Yeah.
Like I have a heart like
Aww.
damn.
He's kind of an asshole. We've seen him be an asshole.
But like,
oh shit.
You see the bad guy
Made
actually.
寝返りを余儀なくされている味方は日に日に増えております諸大名がこの件の卑劣さに気づきそれを待っていては手遅れになりますが、今こそ好転の時にございます
Crimson Sky.
Operation Crimson Sky.
It's a go.
将軍におなりくだされ。父上は戦では負け知らず。
これはわしが戦を先に仕掛けたことがないからじゃ好転はいたさんわしは将軍の位を望んだことなどない今後も望まぬ
You're just doing that thing where like
死なずに済む策を進言せよ
he's
Testing.
saying like I'm not worthy of this. We can't
What's
do
the
this.
temperature in the room?
一晩だけでござります。
500問目でいかがでしょう。うちの子たちは皆一流の芸達者でございまする。頭の方も気立ての方も磨き抜いておりまして。
では100問目なら。
Oh, 1/5 of what she was asking.
虎長様ではござりませぬ。お菊は安仁様への褒美にござりまする。
The barbarian?
200問目でようございましょうな。
というこ
Yo.
とはあなた様もご一緒に。あなた様と安仁様は。
Oh man, how you hear all this shit? She said she's sipping her tea.
The tea is spilling.
と呼ぶ方もおられまする。うちの子たちはまるで池に浮かぶハスの花のようでございますから。中に入ればこの世の高貴な目は届きません。
Oh.
何もかも私が受け合いまする。このように低いね。
250.
She knows what you need.
300問目でよろしいでしょう。
お二方様のお越しをお待ちしております。
Well, good negotiator.
虎長様のお力添えがあれば、私は関東一格の高い遊女になれるそうにございます。
But I want you for myself.
I forgot about this girl.
万人なぞ私は何とも思っておりません。
Oh. He's feline.
He is. He's like, would you just bite it off? Maybe kill him? That'd be nice.
Lady Kiku is the most coveted courtesan in Isu.
It's not the honor so much as being unable to understand wine price name and
All the time, man. It's like, here's this other girl. Here's this woman.
But in this case, a special exception has been made.
Why aren't you turning this down? I thought you was a good boy.
Does Toranaga someone know about?
Everybody kind of
Yep.
knows, and nobody knows.
The fucking.
Everybody knows.
There's nothing to know. I think we just drop it, pretend like it never happened. Convince yourself it never happened.
Gin's tea house is famed for its many wonders, but we must be careful. Our every gesture is being observed.
I thought there was no prying eyes from the outside. Wow.
But that's how we get secrets, baby.
that's
For
how
when
we-
people pillow, you gotta know.
Exactly. That's how we collect information.
There's a P tape out there somewhere that is causing one guy to do some crazy shit.
Brothels are a place to get information.
We must try our best to find this as pleasurable as possible.
No, I find this pleasurable.
By not making a scene. For both of our sakes.
just be on your shit tonight, all right?
All right, can you just pretend we're at a brothel, have a good time, and then leave?
God damn, man. You're a man. What more do you want?
Compliment the way she poured your sake.
You pour very well.
That I will say.
Oh
Bro,
my
you
God.
you gotta sip it.
Where I come from, our prostitutes are neither this well presented nor as inquisitive.
I don't know.
自分の国の方が
She's like, I'm not. What am I supposed to say?
誰の目にも届かぬ場所にございます。明かりもお望み次第で真っ暗闇になりまする。安神様がお嫌でなければ、歌方の世がこの世の極楽とも呼ばれるわけをお話とございまする。こちらにおいでになる方は皆様、忘れたいものをお持ちでございまする。退屈、痛み、苦しみ、落胆。
Oh, she's hiding behind her.
Like speaking directly through her.
叶えて差し上げております。
I offer you relief from this. And safety to create one perfect moment that you wish to inhabit completely.
Are you two being played to fuck each other?
On what you desire. My unclothed form.
Yo.
Just as I am.
Oh shit.
With nothing between us. I ask you, watakushi to.
Jeez, man. It's haunting images to show.
Seriously.
安神様を別の部屋にお連れしとうございます。ご一緒に参りませぬか。
Yes, indeedy.
菊殿お一人でなくてはなりません。
She in the beginning was translating as saying she, and then she changed it to like to I.
She's so small. I never noticed. Or he's tall as fuck.
Oh. Just a little. Someone saw it. He touched her hand.
Oh, he just wants you, Mirko.
やつに贅沢な褒美を使わしてばかりじゃ。
天がやつに味方しておるようじゃ。
Let's kill him in his sleep.
Please tell Lady Kiku I don't have the words to thank her.
安神様は礼を述べておられまする。
またのお越しをとお伝えくださいませ。指折り数えてお待ちしておりまする。
She is honored.
That's it.
That's so awkward. I'm sure neither of them did anything. Or maybe they did. Maybe they had to. I don't know.
I mean, it's
They
implied
had.
even regardless. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're at the brothel with the number one lady.
Yeah.
What are you, sick? Get in there. I mean, you could obviously not get in there. Just get a massage and hang out, but people will still listen.
さまざまな野望のために戦に出られまする。されど女子は常に戦うておるのでございまする。
Always.
マリコが男に生まれておったならと申しておられたが、腑に落ちたわ。父上はそなたのために。
Really? Then why he just married you off?
それもすべて父上の策であったのじゃ。できうる限り父の戦から遠ざけ、そなたを守ろうとしたのじゃ。いずれ父の戦を娘が受け継ぎ、
Damn.
Oh.
全うできるようにと。
Holy shit.
Why was this not mentioned before?
Holy shit.
This changes a lot. Gives her a different purpose.
申し訳ないが、氷結はできる。
Oh?
お世継ぎを狙う企みがあるという確かな証はござらぬ。人質が一人残らず解放されるまで、それがしは票を投じるつもりは。
First day of politics, huh, bud?
太閤様のお望みをないがしろにしておるのはそなたではござらぬか。
日の元に誠の忠義を尽くす我らを愚弄するとは。
日の元に忠義を尽くしておるのはそれがし一人よ。
I don't think you get to say that and then leave, right?
Guess so.
I mean, yeah.
己の敵の正体が分かっておらぬのじゃ。
Careful. He looks like he'd
前
get
に聞
mean.
いたの。我が父を手にかけたのは明智人才かもしれぬ。裏で糸を引いておったのは虎長じゃ。
Was Tornaga aiming for Shogun all this
誰にも
time?
見せぬ胸の内も私には見える。
Maybe he's always had this
Oh,
aspiration.
he did talk about his secret heart.
これが表沙汰になれば
太閤様のおの子を産むため 私が何をせねばならなかったか聞いておる。
Wasn't elegant. She's Cersei, bro.
No, she's way better.
何百人といた女子たちも大勢の側室たちも大王院様は私が身ごもるよう苦き薬草で酔わせ口にできぬようなことをし、
So he was the problem.
お
He
世継ぎ
was
の
in
母になれた私一人何故か
Whose child is it? Whose child is it?
宿命に我が姿を見せつけたから
You
じ
know
ゃ
how like I went through it, kind of thing.
故に
God, I got fate to look at me so that I could scratch out its eyes.
官僚風情に組したそれがしが愚かであったわ。どこまで行っても官僚よ。
See about that when you're dead.
Damn.
That's crazy. Not even armed. Just feel like a lot of them were defenseless.
Oh God, they open. Ugh. Stop.
Sugiyama's dead as
Bandits again with this
Goddamn bandits outside of Osaka
man.
is crazy.
Goddamn bandits again.
Bandits everywhere.
Even Shiga's like, bro, these bandits are wild.
A wild bandit.
Next time I make a mistake in the schedule, it's the bandits.
名を挙げようとも思わぬ。あだなす恐れあらば、必ずやお世継ぎをお守りいたす。
But
The Taiko's there.
好天じゃ。
it's his kid.
Crimson Sky will be.
火星を求める使いを送り、その後大坂に攻め上って、時は来た。
I like that.
Bro, if I'm John Blackthorne, I'm hanging out in the back of this fight.
He's like, can somebody translate?
Yeah,
What did he
what's
say?
happening now?
Things are moving fast.
So it's war.
It's war.
It is
Heating up.
Crimson
straight-
Sky.
Assassination. I don't know, like
Crimson
storming
Sky.
the castle, I guess.
So
Is that Toranaga's kid?
it's
Is the heir-
Toranaga's kid,
I
right?
guess so.
Like,
I
it's Toranaga's
didn't
kid?
think that that's where they were going with it, but I guess.
But I mean, could we kind of explain her hatred? She knows deeply. She can see Toranaga's plotting from a mile away because she's like, you know, maybe. But also, like, he cares about
So,
the heir.
what does
a
that
lot.
mean then?
But like, I guess that's not okay. So
So many people hate
So
him.
it's not.
Did Toranaga do that forcefully? Like, how did he do that?
So I mean, it would make sense because clearly Taiko was not fertile.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Had to use so
he's
many
had-
women. Yeah.
Yes, and like if it didn't happen, it's a him problem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
There's only so much potions you can make before, you know, you just
Exactly.
go the other route.
either she, you know, just did it voluntarily with somebody else or involuntarily, and Toranaga would be the choice because he was like the most loyal to Taiko.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I think it might have been consensual, or maybe her asking. You know, it's like she's been brought there to give a son. She can't because he's infertile, and you can't really say Taiko is infertile.
Yeah.
So I can see that having a consensual thing,
Like a
and maybe
deal sort of
after maybe she found out that it was Toranaga's plan to killing her dad. And like, I'm assuming that information may have came later because there's no way you knew that information and still went with it.
That's pretty diabolical if Toranaga really came up with that, you know, that
Which
far.
one?
I don't
To
know.
kill
was
the
thinking
dad?
that far ahead. No, like even just to, I don't know, have the baby and then use that.
I don't think that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's he just kind of did that.
Might have just-
for the Taiko.
You think he just used? Okay, so he just.
He
It was
was
an actual passionate affair then. Like
I mean, if he did it for
cared for
because the Taiko
Taiko.
was his homie, and he's like, I
Yes.
need an heir, and I don't really care how I get the heir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hook me up with the heir. This isn't like Game of Thrones where people got different color hair. No one's gonna be able to plot that the heir
Yeah.
ain't the heir, so we
sea
should
is
be
coming.
good.
I think he
But
just
I think
cared.
after that, he probably was like, I mean, Toranaga, I don't know when Toranaga came up with this plot, but I do think that for a while he's been working towards being like, I don't know, just him being like, look, I can't be Shogun. I never wanted that. Wink, wink, nod, nod. It's like, okay, I don't know when you started working on this, but I think for me, it feels like he's been going after it for a while. And I'm not saying that the other sides don't suck, but I am saying that so many people dislike Toranaga that I do think he's like actively, you know what I mean? Like he's playing the game. He's doing well at it, and that's why they kind of hate on him for it.
I think people probably hate him because like he is liked and he is rational and logical, because Ishido just wants to rule, and I think even Taiko didn't like Ishido in the beginning. Like even Taiko liked Toranaga because when he was dying, he asked Toranaga to stay behind. So like he was really close with him, and Ishido was essentially like, what was the word he used? Like he's just okay. Essentially, like he's just okay.
So
He's
you're
not
okay,
a
but
right
you'll never be
ally.
good. Yeah,
yeah.
never great.
So he's just seeing this a moment of like, oh my god, this is my chance to get this claim because he looked up to Taiko. Like anybody can come up and get the claim, and it's like I can probably do that. That's my moment. He's a power hungry, and I think people see it.
They also,
Toranaga saw it too.
They mentioned that he is of like lower background, and like him working his way towards to the council is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah,
and
and then coming with Ochiba to be like, oh, might be able to be her second hand or something. Like
no, I think he's trying to. He is trying to be Ochiba in Ochiba's panties.
Yeah, I can see
Like
that.
he's okay with blaming the bandits per se.
Always
the old
Always.
bandits excuse, but man, really slaughtering one of the council members and all his constituents.
He was
Yeah.
the richest samurai too, so it's like I'm surprised that it went down that way. But
I mean,
yeah,
richest samurai, you should have bought more bodyguards. What I think is crazy is that I super love that all the bureaucratic shit is like, hey, this is the plan, this is the plan, this is the plan. But at the end of the day, it's like, they won't do what I want them to do. I'm gonna kill him in the forest. Like it always, because we're trying to impeach a man in order to kill him.
Well,
and even this is like, hey, I need you to decide. I need you to side with me. I need you to side with me. We're gonna try all the bureaucratic shit, but at the end of the day, it's gonna end at the end of the knife. Like
at the same time, I don't think he would have done it if Ishiba didn't push him, because she like called him out for like, you're hiding behind like, all these like rules and being a bureaucrat, and like, I'm out here, like, do you know what I had to do to conceive my son? Like,
but even if she wouldn't have pushed him, and I mean, he's still trying to literally like impeach Toranaga so that he can kill him. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
still,
he was like, he was
also-
doing it so slowly. He can't. He was like talking about impeachment, kept talking about impeachment. It was like, he resigned. You can't impeach him any longer. And it's like, what steps are you taking?
I just need everybody to vote on it being okay for me to kill him. That's all I want.
He's like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it at the same time.
I just remembered Ichiba said something about taking drugs to conceive and stuff. So I think that she got drugged by Toranaga or something.
I don't think
Like, so the
she
consent,
said
we
she
were
had
Oh,
talking
to
about
take a bunch of
consent, like,
herbs and
there's
things
no
like
way.
that.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did
that-
see the dilated pupils.
Yeah, we did see that.
But that could have been, she may have taken it voluntarily just to not even know that she is feeling it. It's like, I'm just gonna go do that. So we don't really know
So she
on that
consented
part.
to the drugs, so she didn't have to consent to the sex.
I mean, she's having sex with Taiko. So like she's already like married off as a consort. Not even married, like she's just given us a consort to give. So like there are choices made that like I think our modernized level of consent is very different for them, because like they're doing it as a duty to endure. Like was she consented to do that? Not necessarily, but like that's just how you go about doing it. Like she was brought in by the wife of Taiko, like, I haven't been able to give a son. Like you, a young child, I don't know, just turned puberty, like you will give the son. She has no other way to say it, because at her point, her dad is dead. So she has literally no other choice to do this activity.
Yeah.
And
Speaking
nobody's
of,
gonna ask for consent, because it's just like either you die or you do this.
Just
So
like
it's not
Mariko was saying, we're always at war.
Yeah.
So it's so is she. Maybe that's Toranaga realizing like, ooh, maybe I sparked something in her too that's not gonna die easily, because they've really been at war this whole time. I know. He was saying like, damn, we haven't even started yet and they're already losing.
Yeah.
But in that way, all this political maneuvering and siding and resigning and being jumped by bandits is all part of the war. Like it's mostly just like who can amass the greater,
because they're
alliance.
taking alliances away.
Yeah.
Which
One
I think,
thing about
war is politicking essentially, at least here.
it's cool because I feel like when you study history, there's always like, everybody knows like about the big battles and the big wars, but there's also like, hey, here's like 6 years of bullshit that like led up to that. And like while you're saying like these guys, they're already in war and all the politicking is a part of that. And it's like everybody's maneuvering. We know because we're watching a fun show that's gonna probably end in a war, not the wars of fun, but you get what I'm saying? That where it's gonna go down at, but it's like still you need to see like all of the steps that it took to get there. Same like with Game of Thrones too, being like, Lysander lied about this person died, that person died, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, big war. Like you got to see that lead up, Because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like
most of the time it's from people that have their own aspirations, trying to get their own piece of the pie, and they'll do whatever they want to get in there.
Yeah.
Here, you are dealing with people that have, like, some have more honor than others. Like, Hiramatsu, I think, truly believes that Toranaga is what's right for like is what's needed, the Shogun, the realm. But obviously, we know that Toranaga is not super, like, moral as well.
I don't think any of these motherfuckers are moral.
None of them are.
Yeah.
It's about, like, who is the least...
best right now.
Who's the least
lesser
worst?
evil. Look at that.
Right?
Yeah.
These guys,
Reminds you
like,
of
literally,
something?
I mean, I dig that. But speaking of duty and booty, what about the old brothel?
Duty and booty.
Yeah, it's your duty to wax that booty.
I don't think they did anything. I think maybe they just talked.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think
Paisha?
it matters.
It doesn't. Again, same. Like, doesn't matter. Like, if they did or not, the whole point was, like, it was just set up to give him this gift, and just to tell him, kind of show, like, there's not much he can ask for. He wanted his ships. They're like, you will go have sex, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah.
Not even with the person you want to have sex with.
Yeah.
Keeps asking, like, why is he being given these gifts? And I think it's like...
Distraction.
I mean, it's a distraction, but you're also being used. I mean, he wants something from you.
It's an anchor.
It's
Like,
just,
Toranaga needs...
placates him.
Toranaga needs
The
all
cannons.
the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he needs his knowledge of how to use them, and, like, also he needs his knowledge of, like, the waters and, like, how to operate that ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he told him that he could go sink the black
sail,
and he, eventually he said that, like, that's not what I want right now, but, like, he's definitely
Like,
wanting
he's
to do
gonna,
it
when he finally
in
is
the
like,
future.
hey, you know how bad you want to go out and get in your ship and do the fuck shit? Good. Now I want you to go do that. But, like, we need you here for this war part first.
He's, like, really trying to buy Anjin's loyalty because he needs him. Because, like, his army was, like, half buried in that landslide. And he doesn't have, like, all the other regions are against him. So he is...
But the Eminence guy and Timu Athelstan, they said that he's kind of wavering. The Athelstan guys, his loyalty's kind of wavering. He's like, should we back Toranaga?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I think his name's Martin.
Yeah, so I don't know if they will, because Eminence thinks that, like, he doesn't see Ochiba as a real threat either.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. They seem to not really care for any side. They're just trying to be on the winning side, essentially. That's
I
it.
think Martin...
The Portuguese.
So, like...
the one with the
Portuguese.
necktie.
We disregard females acquire currency, guy.
I think that Martin has hopes for Toranaga specifically because of Mariko. Because she's like... He was able to convert, like, a highborn Japanese lady into Christianity. It's like that's a big victory for a religion.
For the church.
Yeah. So I think that he wants to maybe, like, go that way. Because they already had 2 regions that converted. But with her, maybe, they could take this other region under their, like, religious dominion.
Yeah.
So.
No, that makes sense. Do you think that Toranaga also was not hoping, like, he just clearly knows that Miracle and Blackthorn, there's something going on, just continue feeling that, like, with this sending to brothel, if something's gonna happen, this is where it's gonna happen outside privacy, because that way John is more with us.
I think he wanted her to see him have sex with somebody else.
To be a little jealous, maybe?
To, like, get over it or something.
Get over it?
Get, like, mad.
Well, but he also said to Buntaro, he was like, man, just divorce her, bro. Also go fuck off for 7 days. Like, I feel like if Toranaga could, he would marry Mirko off to the Anjin for 100% keep his ass there and be like, hey, now you're locked in. Buntaro literally had to divorce her. Like, that's it. Are you happy now? Bet. Now, can we fully get on to this war I have to win?
John has, like, Haramoto. He has his fief. He has his land.
He wants to leave Japan. What he
salary.
wants is freedom, and he's not going to have that.
He just keeps getting more land.
His freedom's, like, out on the water, too. Like, he's not trying to go back home. He's trying to get in his boat and go fuck up some shit on the way to Macau. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Magellan's Pass.
Yeah. I was wondering why Toranaga didn't tell Mirko much young before that her father wanted Mirko to continue the war, because I feel like that was the purpose she was looking for. and she like really suffered not having a purpose and kept telling her to like, you need to live. Like if she had known like, no, my father wants me to continue this fight, I feel like she would have had a little bit of purpose to continue, which kind of tells me either he didn't or...
I mean, she just didn't think about it because
Yeah,
it's so
it's
much
just
grief.
the way she interpreted.
Also, the way that he died. Like, she probably can only literally focus on my whole entire family died instead of being like, I wonder what my father really wanted from me.
Yeah, but it's just like, did Toranaga not know that she was struggling with not having purpose? Because Toranaga was like, oh, I thought, like, did you not put two and two together?
Yeah, that's what it
maybe
is. He probably
she
thought
didn't,
she
but
would have like assumed that by now, but she never did, and so maybe
that's so sad.
Maybe you do need someone to say that too from an outside perspective, because what do you to think? Like, my father just schlepped me off, and my whole family's dead. I'm not thinking rationally about that situation from a third person view. Like, you would need someone
the
else
grief
to
would
say
sit
it.
so heavy you wouldn't be able to think past it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Rudy is a little okay, not exactly like Cersei, but in a way, with them being childhood friends, like I saw the Rhaenyra and Allison Hightower comparison.
She's more like Allison, I would say.
But she's definitely doing what she has to do and suffering what she has to suffer to get to a place where she can be in control and power. And she has a little bit of power right now with what she knows. And she's like, I'm not telling you shit. I'm not making, like, I hold the cards right now. And so I'm going to be in some semblance of control because I've ate shit my whole life. And this is her moment to like come through.
I think she's also like tired of Ishido too. Like he has all the power, right? And all he does is like sign papers and tries to like impeach this and, you know, like control that and like who has a thief. Yeah. And like it doesn't, he's like, oh, I'm stuck. I guess I have to like sign another paper now. But like as a man in his position, he has all the power. Like he could end everything right now. But
who? Sorry, who are you talking
Ishido,
about?
Ishido.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like she's trying to push him to just like act. Just like just do it.
Just do something.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what, you know, I was kind of trying to get onto, is that like for all the paperwork and all of that, like you guys are about to do a war, like Jesus Christ, bro. Throw the bureaucracy out the window and just fucking get at it. You were going to do it anyway. Yeah. You're just really trying to be like, oh, I tried all the other ways first. Oh,
yeah, but
the paperwork didn't do anything.
It helps with securing alliances and showing people like, we tried everything we possibly could. It's all part of the image, you know.
It's always the bandits. Don't leave Osaka. It's always the bandits.
Yeah, we can't say we assassinate.
At least Yubashika had the nerve to buy bandits and then kill those bandits.
Those bandits, probably Toranaga's bandits. That's who it was. We should kill
I'm just saying, Yubashika, he left like a whole scene. He's like, oh no, I showed up and there's bandits doing it, so I killed them all. Look, you can see the bandits and the other guys.
What do these bandits look like?
Just walking around the forest.
Right? You know, they were like bandits. They were wearing bandit clothing.
That's fine. Well, guys, if you want to watch ahead, we're probably finished with the show. You can watch it on our website at normies.com and start on the berry, and we'll see you later. Bye.